For those of you that don't know, we got another leak in the hobby. We're going to go over it. We're going to talk about what this means and when this newly leaked set will be available to the public. So, if you didn't know already, there were some pictures taken in a print facility for Pokemon that should have never been taken, and someone probably should be fired for this. I've worked in a production line before, I've worked at warehouses and stuff like that, and one big thing about the policy of working in these types of places, factories, whatever, they are big on their security and secrecy. You are not supposed to ever have your phone out on the floor. They take their secrecy and their privacy very seriously. A lot of places will literally fire you on the spot if you are caught taking pictures inside a production line or a warehouse and stuff like that. This is big because not only is it to prevent this type of information from getting out to competitors, for competitors to be able to use this to their advantage to compete with them. Stuff like this, where we're talking about collectibles and a trading card game, these products are supposed to be hidden. They're supposed to be revealed at the right moment when Pokemon wants to reveal them, and clearly this is not when Pokemon wants them revealed. So I feel like this is maybe even a bigger deal than just a typical production line, because these products should not be seen by the public yet. Nobody should be seeing what the set wrapping looks like for this booster pack. Now, I have a picture here. I'll show you it. I don't know if the pictures are still up online. I looked around, could not find them. Thankfully, I screenshotted it when I saw it, so chances are people start taking them down. This happens a lot when leaks come out that aren't supposed to come out. But it is Astral Radiance. That's the name of the set. Sword and Shield. It's not a specialty set. It's a main set. As you can see by the Sword and Shield logo, typically a specialty set won't have that Sword and Shield logo or Sun and Moon logo, depending on what era it's coming from. One big thing to note is the timeline of when this will come out. Well, chances are, I'm guessing early May would be about right. I've talked about this before in videos where the Pokemon company does typically print about a set and a half in advance, okay? Because you got to keep in mind that they have all these processes they have to have everything ready for. So Pokemon is clearly top. They're first up in line. But then they got to get their product out to the distributor, and the distributor's got to get it out to the store. So they have to have everything printed, packaged, and ready to ship weeks before release date. So to do this, for this to even be possible, they have to print about, I would say, 4 to 5 months in advance. And this is what Pokemon has done in the past and has always been doing. We already saw this with Celebrations when leaks were coming out months early. It's because these products were currently being printed in the facility, and that's why the leaks were coming out. But with that said, with how far ahead Pokemon typically will be printing these products, that means we are going to see this product, this main set, around May. So keep that in mind. Now, another thing you may want to note is that there has been I believe it's confirmed, a specialty set for late June, I think. So that would make perfect sense. Typically, you'll have about a month and a couple weeks between a main set and a specialty set. Now, keep in mind, specialty sets are typically smaller. Now, I know that sounds like a super small gap in the timeline. Why would Pokemon release a main set and then go straight to another set just a month and a couple weeks later? Well, that's just typically how specialty sets have always worked. I obviously look at Celebrations. We had a month. We literally had a month and like 1 week between Celebrations and Fusion Strike. Now look at Champion's Path and Vivid Voltage. There's literally like a month between that. That's just how specialty sets work. In the past, they've always had at least 4 main sets and a specialty set for the last few years running now. It's been a very consistent scheduling that they've been doing. Now, last year we did see 2 specialty sets, and I know a lot of people had a lot of mixed feelings about that because it really felt like it was tiresome and you were just getting literally exhausted and literally dumping your money out month after month after month on new products and trying to hunt down products. And at that time, obviously, there was a shortage of products, so it was definitely even more stressful for collectors and players out there. But this is just how it's always been. Now, a piece of information we could gather from just seeing the pack wrappers, clearly we don't have like a actual set released, just the pack wrappers, but we can see by the images on here, which I only have a picture of one of the pack wrappers, there were other images leaked, and those other images included other Pokemon from the Hisui region, which is based off the Legend Arceus video game coming out. So that tells you that this set is probably very heavily influenced off the video game Legends Arceus. Makes me super excited because the game looked incredible. I cannot wait to get my hands on it when it does release. I'm very excited about the new mechanic. I like how it looks a lot like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I love that look. I love the style of gameplay. I'm super excited. But from the Pokemon that we saw on these wrappers, you could see an origin form of Palkia. And then below, which I don't have pictures of, there were forms of the Hisuian starters. So, Decidueye, if you didn't know already, Decidueye has a Hisui form, Typhlosion has a Hisuian form, and Samurott has a Hisuian form. These are different types from the original. So, Typhlosion is Ghost Fire, Samurott is Dark Water, and Decidueye is Grass Fighting, if you did not already know. These are new forms from the original. They look different. I'm really excited to see how Pokemon takes the video game and uses that influence in turning it into the TCG set. I predicted this before when we were seeing Legend Arceus trailers. I knew we would eventually see a set based off of this. Now, there have also been rumors that Gen 9 is supposed to debut this fall. So, this set may not be the absolute last set in Sword and Shield, but it is coming to the end. It is one of the last sets. I'm very sure of it, because once Gen 9 starts, Sword and Shield should be done. Because Gen 9 will be a completely different era. It will be a different area. Pokemon supposedly working on new games, I guess, from what I understand, which is why Pokemon outsourced, I believe, Diamond and Pearl, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. They actually outsourced that from another company to free up hands so that they could actually work on another game that they had planned late this year. So I'm pretty excited to see what happens. Let me know in the comments below what you think. As always, everyone, I really appreciate the support. Let's make it like Charizard and keep this passion burning.